Come On Buddy with Kabir Singh and Ric James. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Come On Buddy with Kabir Singh and Ric James. We have a very special guest over here, Vinayak Pal, who I believe is my new favorite Indian comedian in the game, buddy. I'm giving him the stamp of approval. I saw a set last night. It was very phenomenal.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
As an Indian in the game, have you enjoyed... By the way, you wrote a book,
Yeah.
which I read, and you gave me love on it.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
And by the way, I read the whole thing.
You
Believe it or
did?
not. I can barely read.
Is this
Somebody
book
read it for
published?
me.
Yeah,
Published.
it's published a long time ago.
Oh.
Honestly, it was a phenomenal... It was a good read.
That's why you wanted them on.
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I know, right? Give me a look.
With your name in it.
You know, but I guess the first question would be, I think what every, I guess, Indian or Asian comedian gets asked is, how'd you get into stand-up? What was the process here, friend?
I was like 16 years old. I was in high school.
How old are you right now, sorry?
I just turned 22.
That bitch. 22?
Yeah.
Come on. Continue. I'm very
And
jealous.
My high school
even
was
start till
very
25.
career-centric. So there's certain projects you had to do pertaining to your career in order to graduate. And I didn't have... I was in the middle of changing my career paths, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I got on YouTube one night, and I started watching comedians like Gabriel Iglesias, Chris Rock, and Russell Peters. And in my head, I was like, oh, I want to do this. Looks fun, and these guys make a lot of money doing it. I want to do it. And then I started there at 16. And
So
yeah.
who do you model yourself after?
Kabir Singh.
Of course. I
goat.
actually have a fun story about Kabir.
Don't tell her here.
Russell Peters
Yeah,
is
Russell Peters.
definitely...
Me too.
Yeah, like,
too.
look, when I started watching Russ, he would do a lot of racial humor, and my humor is very, like, it's racial and religious, and he does a lot of the racial stuff. So when I saw him do it at a young age, I was like, I can do that too.
What's weird is, Vinay, because Russell is more my generation than yours. You're 22, so you
Yeah.
must have been watching videos from 10 years ago.
Yeah, there's that for sure.
Because-
His specials came out, like, he's the first guy to ever have a Netflix special. So that came out in 2013. 2011, 2013, 2014, 2015.
Yeah, that's when
and that's when Russell, and that's when Netflix was getting big. So for me, I watched a lot of his stuff on Netflix, not the YouTube video, the
Not the
viral one that
YouTube,
came-
the one that went viral.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the one I saw in high school.
Yeah. I saw all his specials in Netflix, but even then, I don't think many Indian comedians are still at his level. The ones who are big right now.
Well, there's nobody on his level.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So, you know,
He's Russell Peters.
Yeah, he is.
He's
so-
Chris Rock for us.
for real. Yeah, he's amazing.
He's Dave
So-
Chappelle for us, yeah.
He's huge. So, and I'm lucky enough to open for him now. It's,
I know.
yeah.
Dude, he's one of the coolest. The cool thing about Russell Peters is I see like a lot of it in like the African American community, like black comics won't like book black comics to open for them and stuff like that. It's a
Yeah.
lot of Hispanics.
Yeah.
You with fucking George Lopez, bitch
Yeah,
ass.
yeah,
But see, what the thing is about
Bitch ass.
Russell, I mean, I don't know George Lopez. I'm just saying.
You don't
I
know.
heard-
I think he's a bitch ass.
I-
right?
oh,
I will
shit.
say it.
I've never
George
met him.
Lopez can suck my dick.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
fuck.
I understand that there's a lot of battles with ethnicities not wanting. Russell Peters is not one of those guys.
Not at all.
What he has done, here's the number one concern. He generally doesn't have like an Indian feature touring with him all the time. But I keep trying to explain to people that Russell started before any of us
Yeah.
even knew what stand-up was.
Yeah.
And he's taking care of the comedians that started with him. Guys like Yoshi, guys like a lot of them. I can
Angela.
name 12 of them.
Yeah.
But he's taking care of the guys that started with him.
Yeah.
He's not out there technically doing a talent search for Indian comedians to open
No.
for him, which he should not. He had
he
the
should not.
Comics Without Borders on Showtime. He put up Tapan and he put up Cave On, a lot of great comics. That was
Joe
in 2013. Joe Coy, all
Yep.
these guys. So, but the cool thing is about him, Vinay, as you know, you and I, we could stop at any Russell Paul shows and get a set.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Yeah, and do jiu-jitsu in the green room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He is one of the nicest comedians I've
He
ever met.
is.
So Russell's probably the go for us. Another question is, your parents cool with this? They like it?
So, like I said, in my sets, my dad's not in the picture, and so it's
What
only
happened?
He left when I was like 5 years old.
No way.
Yeah.
Indian?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
That
rare.
does not
Yeah.
happen
Look at
in
you,
the
buddy.
Indian culture, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Put him in the Guinness Book of World Records.
For
Nice.
sure. So yeah, I have
Are you
a
sure
lot
you're
of.
not like half something else?
Nah, dude. Funny enough, the people I related the most with growing up were black kids because they.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, it's just mad facts, you know. But so
How did that feel when so you were really young? You were 5 years old.
Yeah,
Your dad
yeah,
left. Did you
yeah.
even know what was going on?
Kinda, not real. Like, you know how Indian moms are. They try to like mask things with like a white lie. So she my mom told me for the long, and I believe this for the longest time,
Oh,
dude,
God,
that
I can't wait to hear
he was on a very long business trip, and he wouldn't be coming back until way later, until I was like 13.
You know,
How'd
that's
your
the
mom
part
take it?
of being Indian where I
We
wish I
listen
was
to our
you
moms.
guys because I have Indian friends too, and their moms they're concerned about your upbringing. Where
Yeah.
Mexicans, we do the exact opposite.
For
We
real, yeah.
will fuck you up in
Oh,
your
yeah.
childhood.
His mom told
You know,
him
yeah.
that his dad was a piece of
shit,
shit.
yeah.
No,
Your
my
mom's
mom
like-
told me growing up that my brother was her favorite. You know what I mean? Well, I tell my kids,
He's my
I'm like, I
favorite,
don't
too.
like either one of you motherfuckers.
There you go. But well, the thing, I feel like all types of brown parents, they bully. The difference between Indian parenting bullying and Mexican parenting bullying is that Indian parent bullying is for you to do well in your career. They tell you that they were better as kids, so you can do better in your career. Mexican parenting bullying is just them telling you that they're better than you forever and always.
Forever and
That's not bad.
And it's just the truth. I notice all the time. You know, I live in L.A. and there's so many Mexicans over there, and the parents just keep shitting on their kids.
Yeah, they
even
do.
as adults. My mom doesn't do that right now.
No, never.
No.
No.
Like, if
Yeah.
anything, when she sees an improvement, she's like, this is good. We're going in the right direction.
Right.
But
Today-
Mexican parents are like, that's not good enough, motherfucker. And
Today is my parents' anniversary, and I called them, and I was like, damn, I'm amazed you guys did it another year.
What a
there
dick.
you go. But so my
Sometimes
mom.
you gotta
But to go back to the original story though, I got sorry to interrupt you, but like when when your dad left your family at 5 years old, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Was there a specific reason that you know? And number two, how did that
trying
affect
to get
your
him to
mom?
cry.
No, I want to know.
Oh,
This
my
is
God.
a
Yeah.
really important because
Well-
listen, there's not a lot of Indians that get divorces. It's a look down upon.
Yeah. And
Especially
he
at 5 years
left.
old. This guy
He-
went
Like,
through
what would you
shit.
say the percentage is?
Four?
About less than
Well,
Four.
now it's higher. But
Now
back,
it's higher,
Back
yeah,
when I was
you're
a
right.
kid,
No,
dude,
no,
you-
unheard
you-
of.
like less than
Uh,
10%.
For an Indian
way,
kid,
way lower
no,
than that,
for
yeah.
an Indian
Less
kid
than
at
that.
age of 8 to have his dad out of the picture, unheard of.
Unheard of.
Unheard of.
I was the
We're
only
talking
Indian
2%.
kid. Okay, I'm from San Jose, Santa Clara. Indian as hell. I was the only kid with a single mother family. Out of like hundreds of thousands of Indian kids over there, I was the only one.
And the Indian community is not great.
No,
I'm
they're
sure your mom
judgmental.
went
Oh,
through
dude.
hell during
I
that.
went through hell.
Of
dude.
course you did.
Oh, dude, it was
You
horrible.
both went through hell.
So you asked why he left.
Why he left and how did that affect? Not so much. I'm going to ask you how it affected you in the
Yeah,
future.
yeah.
Obviously, it affected you a lot because you're a stand-up comedian. But I was wondering
How it affected my mom, right?
how it must have been heartbreaking, community-wise,
Yeah. So
because we're not good people.
yeah. So the way it affected. The reason he left, I actually don't know the
You
full
have no
story.
idea why your dad left when you were 5 years old.
I don't have the full story, but he wasn't faithful. He was abusive to me, and so I feel like all of those, transgressions that he committed on his own family is I couldn't
He
take
used to
it.
whip your ass when you were a kid.
Oh, dude,
you remember that
broken
shit?
nose,
Pride of
broken nose, dude. I would
Who the
faint.
fuck? Really?
I would get knocked
dad?
out. Yeah, my dad.
Have you talked to that motherfucker since?
Last time I saw him when I was 9,
9?
once for like a day.
What's his name? Let's call him out.
No, it's
No,
chill.
of course not.
It's chill. That's
that's
probably
right,
the reason
Indians
why
can't do that
like he
shit.
couldn't he just wasn't fully committed as a father to the family. And you know what? It was better that he left because if you're not fully committed to your own children, they're going to turn up really bad,
Damn, Vinay.
Yeah.
I had no clue. I'm
Yeah,
gonna stop talking
so-
shit about you. No, I'm kidding.
And then the way it affected, I think it hurt my mom a lot because
No, of course.
Well, so you
The
know
community
how,
is no help.
Yeah, and so you know how usually with immigrants it's the man that brings the woman. My mom brought my dad. So my mom, she graduated college, one of 10 women in a 1,000-person program in electrical engineering in West Bengal. So she had to do that. She met my dad in high school. Not college. They got married. My dad does his master's in Thailand. My mom
Shocking.
comes out to Nebraska, and she does her first year master's there in Lincoln, and then she transfers out to University of Houston, gets her own job, pays her own way. She tells me this all the time, and she got her master's in computer science and brought my dad over from India at the time, and they started their own small business in Texas.
Okay.
And then when they had me, the dot-com boom was growing in Silicon Valley, so
Okay.
they moved
Yep.
over there. So I could tell that they were in love at one point because they had so much going on. They were like rocking the whole American dream thing.
Of course.
And then my dad does his, he screws it all up, man.
Does that still hurt you to this day, huh?
No, dude,
You're over
I
it.
forgave the guy a long time ago. Yeah.
Really? How do
Yeah.
you forgive him for leaving your mom like that?
Well, okay.
I'd beat his ass.
The leaving my mom part, I
Yeah, I mean, it's your mom
That's for my mom and him.
And who brought him over here,
Yeah,
friend?
yeah.
Okay.
I forgave him for everything he did to me, which was like the beating, all that stuff. I forgave him for that.
We're going to have Jay Rich over here. I thought we were going to have this conversation with the black comics, but apparently we're having it with the Indian comic.
Yeah, for real.
Like, yeah, beat my ass and left. Fuck.
Yeah.
We scheduled that for 3:44. Vinay, come on, buddy. You ruined the schedule, friend. But okay, so as but being a single, okay, well, you dove into that, so we'll move on. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask you guys a question because I've never had two Indian comics and a lot of comics.
You never had two Indians around you ever?
No, yes I had,
You dick.
motherfucker. Yes I had.
Well, I mean,
Maybe 9.
we employ him. Come on, dude.
Yeah, it's usually Dr. Singh and I'm the nurse, motherfucker. Yes, I know that shit. But because comics always talk about like, well, as a Latin comic, is it easier? Black comic, is it easier? White comic. Do you find it easier or harder being an Indian? Because I feel like there's fewer Indian comics in the game.
You know. Here. So until I met
hilarious.
Kabir, we met at the Boston Comedy Festival. I was 18 years old. I was helping them organize.
Yeah, you were doing great.
And he was the first Indian comic who was willing to take me under his wing. All the Indian comics in Boston, or even when I went out to LA, it was, oh, you're Indian, cool. But then they would do a ton of hack Indian jokes, which I really didn't do. But they would like freaking go at it, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm the Indian on the lineup. You need to back off." So there's like this internal. There were not in all cities. Like the Indian comics in Dallas, amazing. The Indian comics in the Bay Area, freaking love them. But in other cities, dude, like they really like go at each other, dude.
Yeah,
and
it's a little rough.
So like with Indian brown on brown comedy crime, if you want to call it, it's trash, dude. But like I feel like as things are progressing, more people want to see the Indian diaspora crack jokes, even outside the Indian community, because like it's just such a unique experience.
Well,
you know?
my theory is I don't know why we're cockblocking each other. If Vinay blows up in 2 years and becomes super famous, I'm assuming that we're going to be able to do shows together. It's going to help the community.
Absolutely.
It's going to help me out. It's going to help. If I blow up,
It's
we're
like a
gonna help each
domino
other.
effect, ripple effect, you know?
But there's only, at this time, there's only 4 major Indian comedians, right? 4. Russell Peters,
Hassan
Aziz
Minhaj,
Ansari, Hassan Minhaj.
and Kanan
Nanjiani is an actor, right?
Yeah.
So, I get it. And then
Yeah.
there's Aparna, female comedian.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good. And you got, Mindy, NBC's
Yeah, but she's
favorite.
not-
She's not a comedian.
She's
but
not a comedian. She's a writer.
But you want Indians to excel because that helps us out.
Yeah, like I'm all for people.
So I have no
doing
idea
big.
what people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I saw him when he was in Boston, he was actually the nicest guy to me. Took care of me the whole time. He was running the whole thing. 18 years old, Boston Comedy Festival. Here's when you go up. Here you go. And now what I saw, I've seen you. You did Irvine Improv. You hosted Irvine Improv.
I
You
did
fucking killed
Brea,
it.
Tommy
Brea, yeah.
T's, San
Everything.
Jose. I've done everything.
You could
dude.
walk into any Russell Peters shows and get a set. How do you feel right now? Is your mom proud of you? Are you feeling your career projection going up? You're a very young comic.
Yeah.
You must be very excited with yourself.
I am excited. I'm excited where my career is headed. Right now, I'm focusing a lot on my writing.
Cool.
Because I want to like expand on write on different subjects.
We
and
should do a
topics.
sitcom together.
Oh, I already wrote one.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Like an older brother?
Yeah.
I could be the doctor and you could be the shitty comedian. That's I would switch that up, actually.
Yeah.
That would be really funny.
For real, dude. It would
Well,
be
Vinay,
awesome.
I want to, I guess the last thing I want to say is that you have been, listen, man, I've been proud of you.
Thanks, man.
I mean, really. I watched what you've done on Facebook from afar. You doing a dry bar comedy special is pretty hard to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you nailed it. I heard it's phenomenal, and I can't wait to see it.
Thanks,
and
man.
I can't wait for great things for you, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Great job last night, man.
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
you did
Appreciate
really good.
it.
You
Yeah.
were really impressive.
It was fun, man.
And fuck your dad, boy.
Yeah.
Edit that out. Edit that out. Let me just say, I would love to meet your mom.
Oh yeah.
Where does she live?
Me too. Is
So
she still
she-
single?
She's not interested in Mexican dudes, that's for sure. She is.
Where does she live?
She just moved to a house in Tracy.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah, right
Close to me,
by
Julio.
Pleasanton.
Well, listen, I think
Yeah.
that you, me, and the moms got to get together and grab
Yeah.
a little Indian food and Tracer. I think that'd
For
be
sure,
really fun.
dude. Yeah, absolutely. Or where do you guys live?
Mom's in Fremont. So
Yeah,
it's very
okay.
close.
Yeah, not
So
too
maybe we'll
far.
do something in Tommy T's in Pleasanton.
For
We could
sure.
all get together because that's going to be
Absolutely,
great.
that'd be fun.
Vinay, keep up the phenomenal work. You're on a
Thanks.
huge upscale. You're 22 years old and you're killing it. And I wish you the best of luck. Nothing but love.
Thank you, man. You too.
Congratulations on everything. Your dry bar special is dropping soon. And congratulations on your run over here on this comedy competition. bro.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, thanks.
Love
Thank
you,
you
buddy.
guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Good
you
work,
having me.
Vinay.
Thanks.
please hit the subscribe button down low so you can see all new clips, all new episodes coming to you.